Hello all and welcome to another edition of Random Reviews, and today I'm going to talk about the 8th Star Wars film, the 4th chronological Star Wars film, or indeed actually the 2nd Disney Star Wars film, and that is of Rogue One, a Star Wars story. I'm not going to keep calling it that. I think we're generally all just going to keep calling it Rogue One. Yes, I think so. But in my kind of additional way I do my reviews, I'm going to talk about a little bit, do my pros, my cons, and then I want to talk a little bit of spoilers, because there is a lot of spoiler stuff I'm going to keep to the end and I really want to talk about, basically. So, yeah, this film is all about, it's set obviously before A New Hope, literally just before A New Hope, and first of all, I just want to quickly say, I really like something about this film, which I think it does really well, is the whole idea that you really feel like, right, okay, the Empire is clearly alive and it is around and is terrifying everyone, and I really like that kind of stuff like that I really like, and I like pros, because if I'm honest, it's mostly going to be the spoiler stuff, if I'm honest, but overall, I like Forrest Whitaker, I liked, Mads Mikkelsen I thought was great. As much what I think we could have maybe pushed Felicity Jones's acting, because I do think she is great. I did like her. Orson Grey, like, as a villain, I was about half and half. I don't know. I need to kind of maybe watch it again, because for me there was times where it's like, oh, he was quite strong, but then there was times where it was like, oh, you look quite weak. And I know that was the kind of point where he's trying to prove himself, sort of thing. But I don't know. I kind of, I just kind of needed a little bit more of a push, I guess, from him. But I love that costume. That's a beautiful costume that he has. But yeah, on to my cons. And there's really not much cons whatsoever, because you know, I really did walk out of this film absolutely loving near enough every single second of this film. I really did enjoy this one. But there's no point denying it. This film does suffer at the start of this film with no opening crawl. For literally a couple of reasons. One, you miss when the big Star Wars comes out. It's the reason why people loved that film in the first way. When you see the you know, and the music's blaring, I think you miss it terribly. I think it was a big mistake, because also why? I think people that might not know, like fans like me, I do know what's going on, but just see as a general audience view, maybe they don't know 100%, and they might be a bit like, right, what's kind of going on right now? Because that's the whole point of the opening crawl, was exposition of what is happening at that point. And I think when you have a film set a lot more in the past, I think that's something you sorely need. And also, I really, you know, it might sound a bit nippy here, but by God, that logo for Rogue One, the title, was extremely horrible. It looked like it was done by Photoshop of 20 years gone past or something. I don't know. It just didn't look right. And the music, again, it was missing. In fact, I'm going to talk about the music. Music wasn't great for this film. I think it was ridiculous why we didn't have a good bombastic Empire music when Star Destroyers are gone. I don't understand why that never happened. That was quite odd to me, but I'm trying to think of other cons. Alright, no, there's actually a couple of cons. I am so fed up of funny robots. It is unreal, and if this is what we're going to keep getting now in Disney films, I don't want it, because the Imperial droid that is in it is just a comedy relief. That's all he is. He's not really a character. He's just comedic relief. And there was people laughing in the cinema. I was like, alright, good for you. But for me, I was just like, okay, you know, because the film's quite dark, and there's a reason why they have that character in, because they know it's dark, so they know, oh, we need something for the kids. The kids need to be laughing at this film. I got nothing from him. Any line he was saying, I wasn't laughing. I didn't find him amusing, and also makes no sense why was he not in the original trilogy? Why the Empire not using him? Because he did seem quite useful. He was doing things, so you think to yourself, where is he? Where is he? I don't know. And another kind of big problem I had of the character of what was his name? I'm already forgetting. But the main kind of character, male character. The captain fella, Rebellion, near enough a villain. I don't know. I didn't feel like his reasons were enough for me to be going, oh, it's okay to shoot just anyone really that's not Empire. I mean, he coldly murdered someone at the start of the film, but he says later on, it's like, oh, I've had a bad past and all that, and it's like, and you know, so is everyone around you, but they're not just shooting anyone just for the sake of it. I didn't believe it. And clearly he is the Han Solo type character, but at least Han Solo wasn't just going about, like for instance, like when he shoots Greedo. Greedo was a bad person. He knows he's a bad person. Han Solo knows he is a bad person. There's a reason why he shoots him. What he does in the film, I don't know, I'm a bit kind of bit iffy with that one, but, you know, literally, it's just the smallest things. I really did enjoy this film. But I'm going to now talk about the spoilers now here. So if you don't want any spoilers, please do not watch the rest of this video. Come back later if you would like to. Go see the film, because it's great. Go see it, because do what I done. I didn't know anything what was going to happen, and I was beautifully surprised at. And first spoiler here. Bloody Tarkin. I really didn't think that was going to happen. I was really amazed, because it's the technology. Marvel's been doing it quite a bit as well, when they de-aged Robert Downey Jr. and all that. Like, there's been a lot of that technology that's coming in. It's still not 100%. It's not perfect. You could see Tarkin's mouth is a little bit, you know, he did look a bit kind of off, but it's more the eyes. The eyes were beautiful. Peter Cushing, that was... You know, I would love to know who done the voice and actually was the person who did, you know. That would be quite interesting to know who done that all kind of stuff. But that was... I really didn't think he was going to be in the film that much. I thought he maybe just a cameo, like the first scene we see him in. I thought, right, that's just going to be a wee bit. But no, he's in a quite good wee bit in there. And, you know, speaking of the de-aged kind of technology that's kind of happening, we had the young Princess Leia back, who, it did kind of look like, you know, she was from a Pixar film, but, you know, like, it's still amazing, you know, the technology's still improving as it goes on, but, you know, that's still fantastic. When, you know, the whole ending sequence, like, before I saw this film, I knew everyone was raving about the ending. I'm going, can it be that great, really? And, yeah, it's pretty great, you know, because when you see Darth Vader and, like that sequence in general, it's like a horror film almost. Like, you know, the rebellion kind of leave the door, and he's got the chip there, and he's trying to give him in this darkness, and you hear the Darth Vader sound, and then the lightsaber appears, and he's just slashing folk, and that's kind of been something I've been wanting to see from Darth Vader. It kind of felt like a Star Wars Battlefront game, to be honest, but you know, I really did enjoy seeing Vader and doing that kind of stuff. And keep talking about Vader here. I think it was the right amount. He had, obviously, there was the kind of first scene, which was quite interesting, because he was in that kind of tubing stuff, and I didn't think it needed to be in that kind of surely that stuff anymore, but I don't know if it's maybe because his skin sort of thing is that bad. He has to constantly, like, ever so often be in that kind of that kind of stuff. I don't know. It was nice in the Royal Guards as well in the background. Like, small things like that I quite liked. I quite enjoyed. But, you know, overall, it was great seeing Vader. It was a bit jarring, James Earl Jones's old voice on Darth Vader, because, you know, at times it was a bit kind of, oh, you could tell that's not clearly 1977's James Earl Jones at the time, you know. There's no point denying it. Everyone's voice ages as well, you know, and you can kind of tell that. But it was still great to see, you know, that is just literally a nitpick of nitpicks there. It was great to see, and the whole ending is great, and, you know, seeing C-3PO and R2-D2 as well, that little cameo that they had, I was thinking to myself, like, they've got to appear, surely. I was kind of thinking to myself, surely they're going to appear somewhere here. It would be a bit odd if they didn't, really. And another one of Bail Organa, you know, he appears as well, who was in Revenge of the Sith. And good, but it makes no sense why they didn't make more of a... I don't want to say a big deal. I don't think he should have some dramatic entrance, but literally his first shot is like in the background and he's just walking. I'm thinking, really? Is that how you're going to introduce Bail Organa? Oh, alright. And there was a nice little reference they do to Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't know, is that Disney trying to tell us to remember him? Maybe they're going to do something more with Kenobi. Who knows, that'd be interesting. But, you know, I can't rave, actually, how much I quite enjoyed this film. Like, as I said, when I walked out Force Awakens, I was a bit half and half. I'm still half and half about Force Awakens, but Rogue One is a fun adventure war film, and it's great to see a Star Wars film actually being a war film, and I think that's really great, and I really enjoyed most of nearly, there's literally the tiniest of things. It's mostly just the opening I really think is a shame, that, and actually just a quick little note, does anyone else love the way the, what were they called, the stormtroopers, the dark troopers I think they were called, shadow troopers, whatever they're called, and the little voice noise that they make. I don't know why when they talk to each other, it was like a really kind of almost robotic voice. Really quite liked that. But anyway, I'm wavering on. So what did you guys think then? Did you like this film? Did you hate this film? I would love to know why your reasons of love and hate. I would love to know. Comment down below as usual. Hopefully more videos in the future. So until then, see you later.